to the best plan you never heard of. Hi, I'm Jeff Manns, your host. The objective of this video is simply to intrigue you to find out more about the best plan you never heard of and how it may help you meet your financial goals. After watching, you should contact the person who asked you to watch this video and set up a personalized one-to-one appointment to learn more about how the best plan you never heard of may be able to help you and your family and your friends. And of course, there's never an obligation for this kind of appointment, so take action today as the clock is ticking. Okay, let's get started. Why are you watching this video? Whether you're in your 20s and you just landed your first real job, or you've hit your 30s and 40s and maybe started a family, or even a little older and are wondering, with all the recent market ups and downs, will I ever be able to actually retire? Or maybe you're like me and you're sick and tired of seeing your hard-earned money being lost by Wall Street quarter after quarter, and they still charge you fees whether they made money or lost money. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal to you what has been called by many experts the real secrets of money. I recently discovered these powerful secrets for myself, and now I'm sharing them with you. So sit back and relax and enjoy. The best plan you never heard of is a retirement savings plan that the government and Wall Street don't want you to know about. That's why we call it the best plan you never heard of. What you're about to hear will sound like it's too good to be true. You will tell others about this and they will say the same thing, that it's too good to be true. I even had some folks go to their trusted financial advisor who'd said, no, this is too good to be true. Well, I'm here to tell you what you're about to hear is this good, and it's all true. Okay, let's get to it. If you are 55 or younger and are counting on your IRA and your 401k to retire on, I have bad news and I have good news for you. And by the way, if you are 55 or younger and you are not saving for retirement, I only have bad news for you. Just kidding. I also have good news for you too. So keep listening. First, the bad news. The government lied to you. Go figure, right? They said put pre-tax money in your IRA or 401k and you'll pay less taxes when you take your money out, meaning when you retire. They're telling you to not pay taxes now, put that money away, and then pay us the taxes when you retire because you'll probably be in a lower tax bracket. Do you think this is true or false? Well, before you answer that question, let's look at our government spending habits. I went to a website called the U.S. National Debt Clock, and you should go there and look at this. It had recently clicked over to $16 trillion that the government has borrowed so far to pay for things that they didn't have the money to pay for. That's 16 trillion, trillion with a T. Okay, so where do you think our government is going to get the money to pay off its debt? Think about that. So let me ask you something. Do you think taxes are going up in your future? Or do you think taxes are going down in your future? Let me give you a little bit of an income tax history lesson. In front of you is the income tax history for our country. As you can see, back in the 40s and 50s, a lot of people don't realize this, that the highest tax rate exceeded 90%. That's right, 90%. As you see to the right here, we are now currently in the third lowest tax bracket in this country's history at 35%, the third lowest. The average taxes over time has been 62%. So what do you think? Do you think taxes are going to be going up or down in your future? I'm sorry, I have more bad news. Wall Street lied to you too. What you see in front of you is a 15-year chart of the S&P 500, and as we see, it went up a lot and it came down a lot. Then it went up a lot and it came down a lot. And now it's going back up a bit. And you know what? They just told us, just buy good stocks, stay diversified, and you'll be fine. Do you think Wall Street cares whether you can retire or not? Okay, now for the good news. Yes, the best plan you never heard of. But first, I have a warning. You must start thinking for yourself before it's too late. All right, ready? Okay. But before I tell you the name of the best plan, I'm going to tell you what it will do for you. First, let me say this. Pay your taxes today instead of paying them tomorrow. What? Pay your taxes today instead of paying them tomorrow. Let me explain using an analogy. Stay with me now. If you were a farmer, which would you rather do? Pay taxes on your seed or pay taxes on your harvest? Of course you'd want to pay taxes on the seed, right? Well, that's what our plan does. Our plan provides a tax-free retirement income. That means a tax-free harvest. Second question, what if you could keep all your gains and suffer none of the losses? In our plan, you never go backwards. Let me show you how this works. Here we have a chart with a red line on it and a blue line. The red line represents the S&P 500, the 500 largest companies in the United States, and the blue line represents our plan. And as you can see, back in 1997, if you invested $100,000 in the S&P 500 in a 401k and IRA, those types of savings plans, your money would have gone up to be about $150,000 at the height of the dot-com boom. At the same time, you can see our plan, the blue line, following the red line, not participating in all of the gains of the stock market, but most of the gains, and it rose to $124,000. Then hit the dot-com bust and 9/11. Sad to say, that drove the stock market down. The 401ks and the 403bs and the IRAs all took a big hit right down to 2002, where those folks are now underwater at 93,000. But you can see the blue line, our clients never lost a dime. They never went backwards. Now, when things started getting better during the housing boom in the 2000s, you can see that the S&P 500 red line started coming back strong. And so did our clients, but we started at a much higher level. And as you can see, we ended the housing boom in 07 and 08 when the stock market took another big dive up at 170,000. And notice our clients, once again, never lost a dime, never went backwards, and now they're starting off this recovery at a much higher level than those folks in their 401ks and IRAs and other people invested in the stock market. Today, that 100,000 almost doubled for our clients, and the people in their 401ks are barely making gains. Once again, in our plan, you never go backwards. How cool is that? Okay, now for the name of the best plan you never heard of. Of course, you heard of IRS codes IRA, 401k, and maybe even 403b. Drum roll, please. Our plan, the best plan you never heard of, is called a 7702 plan. That's IRS code 7702. The 7702 plan, by the way, has been around since 1984, and you never heard of it before, right? In our 7702 plan, you keep all of the gains and never pay taxes when you retire. Let me say that again. In our 7702 plan, you keep all of the gains and never pay taxes when you retire. And you never heard of a 7702 plan before, right? Well, now you have. And now you know the little dirty secret that the government and Wall Street never talk about. And now you know why. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? But wait, there's more. There's always more. There's a lot more to learn about this plan and what it can do for you. The best plan you never heard of can do a lot more for you. Your next step is to set up a personalized one-to-one appointment to learn more. The important thing here is take action. Don't wait. Find out more. Do it today, do it now. Start thinking for yourself and design your own best plan you never heard of. Take action. I want you to get with the person that referred you to this video and sit down and do a one-to-one plan to see how this plan can work for you. Thank you.